www.youtube.com/TAPKAC, or the artist presently known as Chris. Chris is Hungry, a show involving cooking and other things. Episode 10 and 2/3, Pasta Pizza Pie, or Solo Pizza. This means it's a 3-part episode. To see the full episode, please continue to episode 10 3/3 and see episode 10 and 1/3 if you must. All material, including music, monologues, and artwork by Christopher D. Hampton. TAPKAC@gmail.com. Hey, yeesh, was that a horrible beginning or what? Yeah, all this time preparing and all this time waiting and waiting to do this, and I've screwed up. Anyway, welcome to part 2, where we're, like I said, as we have been doing, we've been doing what I refer to as Solo Pizza, because it's made of a whole bunch of factory manufactured and industrially processed gunk that's usually passed off as food. So, in the last one, I poured all the things in the pie part, and now we have a top portion, which is made out of the little croissant rolls that you find in a paper tube, like this. So what we're going to do now is make the pizza portion. To do that, first thing we're going to do is make our sauce. This is hot and spicy habanero salsa sauce. Let's see if we can get everything up. There we go. And we're going to take a cup here and pour a little bit in there, like that. And as a neutralizer, we're going to add some Alfredo sauce. Go. And cover that. Put the cap on here too. And we're going to stir this up. Hopefully these cracks will melt together. Okay, and let's scrape some of that down. And there, and spread that around like that. And then we're going to go like that, yeah. And then we're going to, well, actually spread it around a little more. Okay, so as an adhesive, yes, we have a foundation of mozzarella cheese. And we're going to put that right there. Just a little foundation here. And a little more. Okay, a little more. And don't worry, my hands are clean. And go like that. And oh dear. Something I just remembered. I forgot to open the tops of these things beforehand, so what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. Got some mushrooms here. And drain that out. And then, okay. Whoa, shrooms, man. And, okay, put some mushrooms there, some more mushrooms there. And we got some black olives. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. And oh dear, oh dear, dear. So let's see, get some of those and there. There, like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, spread those around. Spread them around. Get some more shrooms. There. Alright. And let's see, spread those around and around. And over and under and through. Sesame Street. Come on in. Alright, and how about some okay. Gotta try to make sure we don't see those labels. Something that's passed off as cheese. Alright, there. And go like that. There. And what are you? Oh dear, dear, dear. Hey, here's something. You ever have one of those times? When you want to eat something, and you say, you know something? I could really go for a good rotisserie chicken right now. And the other side of your brain says, let me see if I got this right. You want a rotisserie chicken, or you want any chicken whatsoever. So you want to go out to the grocery store and get yourself a chicken when you have chicken in the fridge, idiot. There's something I wonder. How do you spell ugh? I mean, we have such we have such things like boo. We have burp. We also have boy. But how does one spell ugh? Anyway, let's get back to this. And let's see. Yeah, there have been times when I made a sandwich and I actually put these things in the microwave, and even after a full minute, didn't even budge, didn't even melt. And it's like, if it takes more than a minute in the microwave to even think of melting, or this is not cheese. This is not real cheese. It's Salo cheese. Alright, and now on top of that, we are going to, we got some salami slices there, and there, 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 and you, and let's see, got there, and there, and there, and one for you, and let's see, how about you over here, and there, and everywhere, and there. On top of that, we got some cheese dogs. So we're going to, let's, alright. Now, if you remember, the first part, if you even watched the first part, what's inside this is, let's see, we had some actual onion, all ground up with a blender. We had some actual green pepper, also ground up in the blender. We also had some factory manufactured industrial processed gunk. It's being passed off as spaghetti and ravioli and macaroni and meatballs, or mystery meatballs, that we should say. And okay, that should be enough for that. Finally, we have some cheddar, or some what is referred to as triple cheddar. Vermont white cheddar, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, with a hint of cream cheese. So what we're going to do is go like, okay, and a little sprinkle there. Some more over there. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the oven, and let's see, we're going to set it to about 375 ought to do. And yeah, cook that for about half an hour. Ugh, my, what a mess. You ever have one of those times when you look at your watch and you notice your arm freckles, and the freckles on your arm are starting to square dance? And yeah, there they are, and you're just like, swing your partner to see the thing, clap her hands at around we go and promenade the corner, and sauce down and sauce back. And then it's being that it's summer, you start getting a bit sweaty, and all the little sweat droplets start distorting the square dancing freckles into making it look like there are a bunch of spiders. You're just like, get them off me, get them off me, and that doesn't work, and so you get yourself like bug spray or something like that, and that doesn't work, and then it's just like, oh my god, and you try running it underwater, and then you try lighting your arm on fire to see if you can burn them off, but you only burn your arm hairs, and then suddenly Wait a minute, I don't wear a watch. No, that's never happened to me either. And hopefully it didn't happen to you. Here's something else that happened many years ago. Well, I came here with my cat. Her name was Monster. And after quite a few months of living here, another cat showed up, who I called Popeye. And then I can't let a stray cat go hungry. So I started feeding him, and then it seemed like, I don't know if somebody flashed a cat signal or something, but suddenly every single cat from miles and miles distance apparently started zeroing in on my place. And so there would be so there would be all these times when I would be coming down the gravel road to get here, and I could see them all coming out of the woodwork, coming from that direction and that direction, and finally we get to the porch, and then they're all walking around me going, meow, 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 and I'd be thinking to myself, whoa. And I'd be saying, look, I'd be able to feed you if you let me through. So I get inside, and I get myself a huge amount of food, and I kind of spread it across the porch, kind of like a trough, and so they would all start eating. And one of them got pregnant, and some of these cats actually stayed with me, and they would sleep through the night, and in my house, and especially one of them that and so one of them got pregnant, and I woke up one morning at about 4:45, and but somewhere between 4:30 and 4:45 in the morning, and I hear these mewling sounds, and I'm thinking, oh God, wait a minute, are those cats doing it? And why do they always pick under your window to do the business? Out of all the places to do the business, then I realized, no, I'm just telling myself that this is, that there are cats doing the business outside. So I get up very gently and switch on the overhead light and slowly pull the cover. I kind of slept curled up, and so the cat was, kind of, right here. And kind of slowly get up and switch on the overhead light, and there she was, giving birth to these squirming little things. They came out of a cat. They were made by cats. I know it was made when they were made by a cat, and there were these little, just squirming little, and it's like, I know they were made, had the same DNA as a cat, they were making the sounds of cats, but they're not cats. They were they were the elephant cats. They don't look like kittens. They don't even look like muffins, which is the stage before they look like kittens. They're just these, little squirming little golf balls with pointed noses, and with these weird, paws. And I saw the conception of these things. They were out on the porch, and one of them just kind of crawled and kind of got on top, and just kind of like Caligula. It was like, I claimed this property in the name of, whoa! And I'm thinking, ow, 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 God! Where's this romance, man? That was painful to watch. And it's like, oh, where's the romance, man? Where's the, no rose petals on the floor, no dim lights with candles all over the place, no bathtub full of scented suds, no, ice bucket with, a bottle of tequila in it, no ghetto blaster boombox with Teddy Pendergrass or Barry White or Isaac Hayes or Luther Vandross, playing, and, have some romance, man. Yeah, so, I saw that, and a few months later, those kittens were born in my bed. In fact, I got a picture of them. There we go. Let's see if we can... Yeah, see if you can see that properly. Oh well. Anyway, I'll see you in the next segment.